Alright, here we go. The best game of the tournament was a standing room only event at Gila Valley State as the Pima Roughriders and Thatcher Eagles went at it for the championship game for the 11th time in the history of the tournament. Last year the Eagles flew high to tie the series at 5 apiece, and this year's winner would tip the scales for bragging rights for at least another year. Enough talk, let's see some highlights. Roadrunner Rehab has been helping Gila Valley residents and athletes achieve their peak performance for over 30 years. They are now offering occupational therapy and adult speech therapy to assist in all your rehabilitation needs. Whether they're getting you back to work or back on the field, they're here to help you. Points were hard to come by at the start of the game, and Pima got its first bucket on a putback by Garrett Curtis after he crashed the boards following a Grant Ashby drive. But Thatcher had an answer, and that answer was Cody Jones down low for 2. Jones would finish with 3 points, all in the first period. For Pima, big Seth Russell asserted his dominance down low to score 6 of his game-high 20 points in the first, as nobody on Thatcher's team could handle him down low by themselves. Per Pima's MO, defense led to offense, as Curtis gets the steal and bucket. And it should have been 2 more for Grant Ashby on the steal and bucket, but the ball goes in and back out. Just when Thatcher needed it in the first, Christian Carter was there with the score on a nice give and go to tie the game at 10 apiece. Then it was senior Brandon Napier driving past Curtis on a triple team, leaving outside the key and putting it up just over the help defense of Grant for one of the prettiest layups of the night. What's good for one guard is good for another, figures Brett Jones, who splits the defense and gets the bucket and foul for the end one play to help propel Thatcher to a 15-12 first period lead. Whether you need regular pest control or have bigger problems including termites or bedbugs, Rattlesnake Exterminating is your one call to handle them all. Killer bees threatening your family? Then give Rattlesnake Exterminating a call at 485-8904. The second period started well for the Roughriders as Pierce Ashby got a nice putback. Then it was a little Ashby to Ashby connection as Grant found Pierce on the fast break and Pima's up 1. Now tied at 16, and Russell shows off a nice low post move with a left junior hook for the bucket. However, Pima wouldn't score for the rest of the second quarter. Instead, Bradley Gedden happened. Tied at 18, Bradley hit a long baseline jumper, and then on the next possession thought, if I'm going to shoot from this far out, let's make it count for 3 as he drills the dagger. Then he takes Seth for a trip on the left baseline, and this just isn't fair. I mean, that's good defense right there, and he's hitting that from 15 to 20 feet out, no problem. Well, problem for Pima. And just before the half, Cody Jones corrals the loose ball and gets it to Napier, who fires for 3, and the Thatcher Eagles come into the EA Holiday Tourney and take a commanding 30-18 lead over the Pima Roughriders at the half. With amenities designed to keep patients comfortable and relaxed, Copper Hills Dental is your choice for anxiety-free dentistry. Visit our website and Facebook page or simply call 428-2750 to schedule your appointment today. That's Copper Hills Dental. To start the third, Pima went right back to its advantage down low, and Russell scored easily at the rim. Then Pima started to hit from deep as Russell tosses it back outside to a wide-open Grant, who buries the 3. Then Curtis pulls the trigger, and what do you know, we've got a 4-point game all of a sudden. But Bradley Curtis comes right back with a step off of the press defense and slams it home to stop the bleeding. You gotta feed your big man, especially when he's hot, and Bradley brings it just inside the elbow for a nice jumper, and Thatcher's back up 8. Then it was Carter again, faking the shot and dropping the floater just over Pierce's outstretched hands. But Pima went back to its bread and butter and fed Russell in the post, who spins and puts in the reverse layup. Then Grant's harassment of Napier paid off, and he finished the play with the bucket to bring it to 34-38 with a minute left in the third. The Eagles countered with Curtis, who drove into the lane to hit a short jumper in the key to stretch the lead back to 6 at the end of the third. If you're seeking a positive change in your life, freeing you from past negative traumas, visit clinical hypnotherapist Rebecca Clough at Beyond Therapy in Safford. Beyond Therapy is proud to sponsor local youth athletics. In the fourth, Russell just seals himself off for the inbounds play, and that's too easy for the Roughriders if you're Thatcher. With Pima trapping, Carter drives past the pressure defense and gets it to Brett Jones, who puts in the score among the trees. but Grant comes right back with the pull-up jumper from the elbow, and Pima keeps climbing back as Curtis shows off his lost art of the mid-range jumper to cut it to 4. Now down 3, and just when Pima needs a stop, it's some Curtis on Curtis crime as Garrett blocks Bradley in the lane for the turnover. On Thatcher's next possession with Pima down 2, Curtis grabs the rebound, and then on the other end of the floor, he sets the pick to Spring Russell, who gets the ball from Coy Miller and puts it away to tie the game at 45. Thatcher goes back to its best player, but Bradley is accosted from behind by Miller, who picks his pocket for one of the biggest defensive plays of the game. With about a minute left, Miller sets up a play, but with 2 Eagles in his grill, Russell calls game and drills the jumper to put Pima up 47-45 as the crowd goes wild. With time running out, Thatcher's got the ball down 2 when Napier drives the lane, but Pierce is there to alter the shot, and Curtis gets the rebound. Okay, Pima's up 47-45 with 11 seconds left and inbounding the ball. You figure Thatcher's gonna have to foul, but they don't get the immediate call on Russell, who then drives to the basket, but Cody Jones is in his way and gets the offensive charging call. Inexplicably, Thatcher's gonna have one more chance at it, but they're gonna have to go the length of the court in about 6 seconds. So here's the call. Napier inbounds to Carter, who tosses back to Napier, who finds Bradley near midcourt. Bradley takes Russell on the dribble and drives to the heart of the Pima defense as he goes up against Curtis and Pierce. The shot's no good at the buzzer. No good at the buzzer, I say, but Bradley gets the foul call and goes to the line. Down 2 with only a second left, Bradley has to miss the second free throw on purpose, but Grant is there to snag the rebound, and the Pima Roughriders come from down 12 at the half to defeat the Thatcher Eagles for the 59th annual EA Boys Holiday Basketball Tournament Championship. Kainoa's Hawaiian Grill is the spot in Thatcher to enjoy healthy Hawaiian food with a friendly atmosphere and great service. Order in person or by the phone or online to see the tasty treat everyone is talking about. That's Kainoa's Hawaiian Grill.
For the 59th annual Christmas tournament, number 33, Garrett.
Oh yeah, I'll probably go to Disneyland, take a little vacay, take a little break. No, I'm just kidding.
How does it feel to be tournament MVP of the EA Holiday Tournament?
It's pretty crazy. I have my mom and all my family from Idaho here, so it's good. I'm glad. All my friends and supporters, so it's pretty good.
It feels good. We've been, I think we've been runner-up 3 of the last 4 tournaments, and so it's nice to come out on the right end of one of these. Thatcher played excellent. Could have gone the other way real easy, so this should help us for the future, I think. Playing in a game like this with this kind of atmosphere is a lot of fun.
We executed our game plan to what I thought, if you want to call perfection, I mean, perfection's a scary word, but I thought we did a great job of the first half of what our game plan was, and we had the control. Cliff's smart, he's not a dumb coach. Give credit to him for his adjustments that he made, and then they got on a little run. We knew it was coming. We said we just have to weather the storm, and we weathered it as long as we could, but just didn't have enough. But we had a short 6 seconds, I think, and so you got to move quick. So we needed to get it down the floor, and we got it to him. We got it in the right guy's hands. He was able to draw contact, shoot the free throws. It's like I told that gentleman right there, he's a hooper. Short memory, move on. Bradley's a hooper, so I don't worry about him at all.
Reporting from Thatcher for the Gila Herald, I'm John Johnson.